it's kind of that leadership and maturity versus, this is your first year on the team. How do you still lead?
So that has been like a tiny struggle of mine just because I have been in a different system for so long. So obviously I'm like a freshman to his system. So just understanding that I'm also learning as well. He also tries to harp on that, like to not be too hard on myself because even though I am like a veteran in the sport, I am new to like what he's trying to teach me and how he's trying to kind of put me into the system and everything like that. So he tries to give me a lot of grace, and I appreciate it because I'm my own worst critic and I'm hardest on myself. So just kind of understanding that I am new, but understanding that I can also use my voice in other ways that I know how to do things like defense and just like running the floor and pushing the pace and everything. So yeah, just picking and choosing where I can put my input on things that I'm more knowledgeable on.
Speaking of you being knowledgeable, you have this experience. I know you had your injury your senior year. What did you learn about yourself through that, and how has that helped you on the court?
I learned more patience. I would say prior to that, I was not as patient of a player or a teammate, and I really had to do a lot of self-reflection during that year just because I couldn't do anything else and I couldn't do anything else but be a good teammate to everybody else and cheer. So just understanding that in like a coach's perspective of how things are actually looking, because as a player you can think one thing, but it looks completely different once you look at it from a different perspective on the bench just the entire time. So I would say that gave me just really understanding where coaches are trying to come from and how they're trying to help you and like benefit you in the long run, and then just being patient with yourself and with your teammates and knowing that like there's gonna be runs. It's like life. There's a game of runs, and so it's just how do you get out of that slump?
So, looking forward to this year, what are your personal goals? What do you think the team goals are? And what do you guys do to get there?
Personal goals, I would say just being the best leader that I can be. There's a lot of young individuals on the team as well, so just kind of leading by example and showing them like these are the ways that you need to win and these are the ways that you need to be successful in the end. Since I have been here for a while, just like, in the weight room, on the court, just showing them like it takes a lot more than just coming to practice or like just going to weights. Like there's a lot of extra stuff that goes into it, like rehab and making sure that you're taking care of your bodies and getting in all that extra work and everything like that. So
thank you so much, and nice to meet you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Jabir, tell me a little bit about your career coming from high school now into college. Kind of a quick, run through.
So I really did start like kind of in high school just because I played soccer growing up. So basketball was not my forte all the way, but my AAU coach saw me at a game where he was watching one of his players, and then he got me, and I've been playing basketball ever since. And he got me a bunch of offers, and I ended up picking Wake Forest. I was there for a little bit, well, a long time actually. I was there for 5 years. That was a really great experience for me, but I knew from my last year I wanted something different just because I was in a similar situation for a really long time, and I really want to win, and I really want to see if I just needed a different fit. So that's why I ended up here.
What was it about Sean Poppy that just made you say Clemson's where I want to go?
He was very family oriented. I really appreciated him on my visit, just kind of treating my mom like family as well, because my mom means a lot to me, and she meant a lot in this process. I guess kind of like interacting with my mother meant a lot, just because if you interact with her, then I know that it's more than just basketball for you, because at the end of the day we are human. I'm not only a player, so it's like understanding that they have that type of empathy in a way, like human aspect towards them. It just kind of solidified my reasoning behind why I wanted to be Coach Poppy and his coaching staff.
And Coach Poppy talked a little bit about it a few minutes ago. You guys did as well, but just kind of establishing a culture here with you talking about him getting to know your family and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel like that culture is coming about? Do you feel it kind of changing?
No, 100%. So my mom had some health issues going on and stuff, so Coach Poppy was very, what's the word? Consistent and like trying to build that relationship with her and like checking in on her and everything like that. So that kind of helped me get through the process of like understanding, like even though I'm here and I can't be with my mom, I know Coach probably has my back, and if anything happens, like, he's with me 100%. So just knowing that he has my back kind of pushes me more, like, within a confidence level of knowing that I can do whatever I need to do under him.
Yeah, and when you have that type of relationship with your head coach, right, where he's supportive and he's pouring into you, how does that transfer to what you do out there every single night on the floor?
It transferred very well. I would say he's very personable. So it's like whatever happens on the court, he says this all the time. Whatever happens on the court is on the court. Once we're outside of those lines, like, we're human. So it's just like you can talk to him. You can come in his office. You can have conversations with him about literally anything. Because at the end of the day, he is a dad. So it's like he understands, like, he has kids. He knows, like, we're like young adults at the end of the day. He just wants us to be the best versions of ourselves coming out of this, coming out of his program. So yeah, and I feel like translating to the court, it you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Translating to the court, I would say just knowing that, like, in the back of my mind, he has my back and he has the utmost confidence and faith in my abilities. It just makes me want to go even harder for him.
Yeah, and